Good morning, guys. King Guitar here. Doing a little something not too new, but not too frequent, I guess you could say, on this page. You know, I'm usually doing a lot of playthroughs, a lot of streams, and all that good stuff, and doing terrible at Fortnite. Needless to say, if you guys haven't already peeped the symbol on the hat, I'm a die-hard Kingdom Hearts fan, if you guys haven't peeped the stuff in the background. And within the last couple of days, there's been some dope Kingdom Hearts news, in my opinion. Alright, so we got some mini games announced, which means that, you know, like every other Kingdom Hearts game, there's going to be mini games inside. Now, I don't know if you've played through every Kingdom Hearts game, but a few of the older titles have had some pretty janky mini games. And then some of the mini games were also, in my opinion, you know, kind of bland or whatever. And then some of them were ridiculously addicting, you know. But before we derail and go into the mini game thing, my beef with it is the community. Community's complaining, oh, you know, this, you know, these mini games suck ass. No one asked for this. This isn't the trailer that I was looking for. Yes, I'm looking right at you, IGN. You know, this isn't the trailer we were looking for. This is the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Of course, I'm gonna play every inch of the game, but I wasn't expecting this. Boy. All right, let's just cut down to brass tacks here, okay? You're complaining about nonsense. This is like everybody complaining about the Devil May Cry reboot because of how Dante looked, except for taking it what it was, a prequel. Okay, we'll get, and I know people are gonna be like, oh, you know, Ninja Theory said that they were doing their own separate thing. That's complete bullshit. We'll get into that in another video because that's gonna take a lot of explaining, and the fact that I even made such a vague statement now is probably gonna get my foot lodged right in my mouth in the comments section. Cool beans, whatever. Like I said, it's a damn prequel. So, back to Kingdom Hearts. I, for one, am very excited about it. Now, if you played Final Fantasy 15, they had this really dope pinball-esque, you know, mini game in there. And if you don't know, you should be ashamed of yourself, because you should. You know, Square Enix makes Kingdom Hearts just like they makes Final Fantasy. So, if they're taking the time out to put mini games in there, then that means that they're following their usual Square Enix format. So, GG on that. And, oh, text message. Sorry, guys. And also, as well, you know, that means that we're getting more than just some random open world game where it's just go slash with a keyblade, collect a couple of green orbs, don't die, learn magic, you know, and things like that. There's some more depth to it. Now there's stuff to do other than ravage through the story. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's complaining about seeing this as a trailer, other than accepting the fact that we just saw Hainer Pensolet. Twilight Town just got confirmed, okay, which was almost a no-brainer because, you know, you got Roxas and Ventus in there, and this is also Kingdom Hearts 3, where Kingdom Hearts 2 was basically the introduction to Twilight Town and that entire, you know, set of characters. So they just got confirmed. They're coming back. We're probably not going to get that, you know, we're probably not going to get that mini game until we get to Twilight Town to meet up with them or something. You know, there's a lot more to this trailer other than, oh boy, wham, wham, wham. You know, there's no new world being announced or anything like that. Dude, there's a lot more to it. You're failing to realize this because you're just looking at some little mini game like, oh, this is some crap. And not for nothing, I think the aesthetic of the mini game itself is amazing. It almost looks like I can reach into the screen and grab said, you know, Game & Watch carbon copy and play it, you know, in my hand directly, because that's just how that Unreal Engine took that, you know, graphic in particular and polished it and made it look dope. It literally looks like I'm not staring at a television screen, but that I can just literally lift the Game & Watch off the screen and play it. I think that's a really nice touch. Instead of looking at the effort that's being put into this and things like that. And the fact of the matter is, you know, I'm pretty sure once you actually play some of these little mini games, some of them are going to become addictive. Because who doesn't like old school repetitious retro games? Retro's in right now. How many old school systems are getting re-released in this weird little HDMI compatible piece of plastic that's probably just a Retro Pi, just slapped it. The Retro Pi, a Raspberry Pi, slapped in a piece of plastic. Like, seriously, Retro's in right now. Everybody has emulators and stuff like that on there. This isn't a big deal. You guys just want one of your favorite worlds announced and things like that. And you're choosing to nitpick. Which is fine. Opinions, they run the world. Great. But at the same time of that running the world, understand that these same opinions could then deter people from enjoying this game or even buying it. I know people who haven't played, let me see, again, Street Fighter V, because from launch it didn't have a story mode. There are some people who are just now getting into it and playing it now and still saying that the game is ass. Ooh, whatever. I like it. Like I said, to each his own. Everybody has their opinion. Oh my god. This one needs a video within itself, but Marvel's Capcom Infinite, another perfect example. There are people who refuse to buy the game because the X-Men aren't in the game. Now, just a little snippet. The game is called Marvel's Capcom Infinite. The movie coming out in the MCU currently is called Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. Where did you think they were going to go with this? There's no X-Men in the Infinity War. Not the movie. I haven't read the comic books, so let me save myself from that. Not in the movie. And, that's just how that's going to go. They were still making X-Men movies. Plenty of X-Men movies in Marvel 3 was announced. There were X-Men in Marvel 3. It's just a little snippet there. But the fact of the matter is, this gaming journalism thing, and even certain YouTube channels and things like that, you guys are literally taking the fun out of playing video games because you're taking your opinions and just using it to try to dictate your audience, which is perfectly fine. Rev your crowd up and all that. But in turn, what you're doing is, if you actually do enjoy the game to a degree, which is what a lot of these YouTube talents are saying, toward the end of the video, now don't get it twisted, I enjoy the game, yada, 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 and all this other crap. Okay, fine. Cool. You're saying that, but you just spent like 70% of your video bashing the game. You see? So now your fans are listening to that 70% bash instead of, taking that little 30%, positive out of it. And then you're wondering why that game's not doing very well in sales. So you guys just gotta, I don't know, man. We just gotta remember how it used to be, like back in the PS2 days, like just before YouTube was really a thing, right before P3 came out. Just get the game, read it in Game Informer. Read about it in Game Informer and shit like that, and at least then, maybe it's because if you're around my age, we were all basically teenagers and shit then, but look, the game's gonna be fine. And I know most of you who are bitching about the minigames are probably still gonna buy KH3 anyway, because, for Christ's sakes, it's Kingdom Hearts. But the fact of the matter is, stop the nitpicking, dude. It's funny. It's funny as much as it is annoying. So it's just like, if you're gonna nitpick that much, don't buy the game. Don't bother with the media. Don't look up the game. Don't look up videos about it. It's as simple as that. But if you are a fan, a diehard KH fan like me, await it. Wait your speculation and stop being so fucking greedy. Not every announcement has to be a new world or a new character reveal or a new this or a new that. Because if you keep revealing all this content over and over and over, then there's no point in buying the game. Because at some point, if you keep telling me what's going to be in the game over and over and over and over and over, like, I basically know how the Toy Story world is going to end. We basically know how it's going to end. We know what the main boss looks like. We know what most of the content within the world looks like. Do you see what I'm saying here? So with the release of the footage, they're basically giving you the contents of the entire level in its entirety, because we know that Kingdom Hearts maps for said world, any world, it's not that big. Okay? Yeah, you know, this one's adding more of an open world kind of feel to everything. Cool. You know, I love it. I'm going to play the shit out of this game. But at the same time, we know the maps per segment, per world, are not going to be that big. Again, so, you know, this is why I'm making the opinion I am about the Toy Story. We basically saw the whole level. So if they keep giving us pounds and pounds and pounds of content per commercial, per trailer, per whatever, we're going to know how the entire game starts. We're going to know how the entire game ends. Because we already know what's going to be in it. There's no surprise. There's no element. You understand what I'm talking? You understand what I'm saying? Like, they didn't mention, they said there's going to be returning worlds. They didn't mention whether Nightmare Before Christmas was going to be in there, Agrabah, maybe even the Lion King. They didn't mention any of these things. And you know what? I'm waiting to see if it's going to be in there. I'm willing to take the disappointment of it not being there, because they never said whether it was or wasn't going to be in there. This is just my speculation. I would rather that than have it be told to me over and over and over and over in different trailers, in different reaction videos, and different this and that and the third. You guys got to take it easy with the wanting all this random content and this and that and the third over and over and over. It's going to kill the game. There's no element of surprise. You know, you're just going to be like, oh, I can't wait to get my hands on it and play through the level. But we already know what's going to happen. It's like playing a game with a jump scare over and over and over. It's like, okay, Five Nights at Freddy's. You might jump like, oh, but it's not going to be like the first time when Freddy Fazbear jumped out at you and was like, rawr. You understand what I'm saying? Like, anyway, look, take a breather, take a chill pill, untwist that nipple. The game's going to be fine. All right? This is King Guitar signing off. I love you guys. Remember, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Peace. And I can't wait for KH3. IGN, cut the shit.